Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the daily practice sheet discussion of 28th of October 2022. Guys, today we can see we have around 12 to 13 questions to discuss. In the first 5 to 10 minutes, I'll give you the context in which we have framed this question, and then we will pick up one question, okay, one by one, and we will try to discuss each and every question, guys. So today, okay, just 60 years before, there was a Cuban Missile Crisis. There was a Cuban Missile Crisis. And why this is important? Because even today, after 60 years, we are having a kind of standoff where it can lead to a nuclear crisis again. This I am saying in the context of Ukraine war. In the context of Ukraine war, okay, Russia has said that if the situation deteriorates, they can even use nuclear. Okay, they can even use nuclear weapons. Okay, so in that context, we will have to understand what was the Cuban Missile Crisis and why it is an important event in the Cold War, and what is the relevance. What is the relevance of Cuban Missile Crisis in the present time, guys? Whenever we study history, I would like to tell you that always try to understand what is the relevance of that historical incident for the present moment. Okay, that is very important. Once you start, okay, knowing that, once you start learning that, it will be very useful for you. Okay, because in your exam, okay, whenever any question comes, if you write relevance for the present world, then you will get more marks. Okay, you will see what is the relevance of this Cuban Missile Crisis in the present context and why it is important, because of the Ukraine standoff where there is a threat of a nuclear war also. Okay, next, guys, Lothal has been in news because a marine museum has been set up. Okay, so Lothal, we all know that Lothal is an important port town of Indus Valley civilization. So in that context, I framed two questions. One, a general question on the salient features of Indus Valley civilization and what led to decline of Indus Valley civilization. Okay, so this is very important. Again, the next question I have framed on Lothal. Okay, significance of Lothal. Okay, now last history question is on basically the India-China War of 1962. Coming to General Studies paper 3, today we are going to discuss MSP issue. Guys, recently government has declared MSP for Rabi crops. MSP for Rabi crops. Okay, so there is a criticism of this MSP policy. Why? Because on one hand, government is saying that we want to promote nutri-cereals. We want to promote nutri-cereals, but when we see the MSP, okay, we see that still there is a discrimination against these nutri-cereals. So on one hand, okay, you say that we want to promote nutri-cereals, and on the other hand, okay, you are not increasing the MSP of nutri-cereals, because without MSP, farmers will not be incentivized to grow nutri-cereals. So in that context, we will try to understand what is the impact of MSP on the cropping pattern. Okay. Next, since MSP has been used for the past 2 years because of the protest, okay, and the farmers are asking for legalizing MSP. Okay, so in that context, we'll try to understand how is MSP determined? How is MSP determined? And we will try to understand Swaminathan committee in this context. What are the recommendations of Swaminathan committee? Okay. Next, we will try to understand, okay, the digital agriculture mission. Okay, the digital agriculture mission. Next, coming to environment general studies. Okay, there was one editorial today on the life mission, okay, which Prime Minister Modi has talked about. So what is the significance of this life mission? We'll try to understand this, and it has various ethical connotation also. So you see, I have linked this with the Gandhian thought that the world has enough for everyone's need, but not for everyone's greed. So we'll try to link these two issues together. Okay, we'll try to link these two issues together. Okay, next, guys, you all know that for the past not 1 year, since like the Ukraine crisis, okay, the energy prices are rising. Okay, the prices of crude oil, the prices of natural gas have, okay, increased. In that context, you will observe that coal is taking a comeback. Coal is making a comeback. Okay, coal. So in that context, we will try to understand that because of the soaring energy prices, okay, because of the soaring energy prices, okay, how it is basically impacting the entire, okay, fight against climate change because of the coal. So coal is becoming very important. We'll try to understand this issue also. It's a very important issue. Okay, and then linked to this issue is the planetary crisis. Okay, triple planetary crisis. So what are these three triple planetary crises? We'll try to understand. Okay, so and the last topic is on basically obedience and disobedience. This was in the context of the Cuban crisis and the nuclear crisis. Guys, whenever, okay, you have a war-like situation, like for example, if you see the regime of the Nazis, okay, so the generals who are working under the Hitler, okay, they had always that ethical dilemma to follow the order or not to follow the order. In that context, we'll see what is this ethics of obedience and when it is ethical to disobey also. We'll try to understand this. So let's start, guys. Let's start. So the first topic which I'm going to take today is the topic of basically the Cuban Missile Crisis. Okay.